Yes, we are. We are recording. Philip, special request. He's like, I can't be at yoga on Tuesday. Can you record it for me? So I will record. I'm going to record today's Thursdays and Saturdays. So if you can't make the live, I'm just going to post them to YouTube so you can hop over there if you want to. Good morning, Carrie. So nice to see you. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, let's get started. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Alyssa? Yeah, you can. Okay. So I said good morning to Carrie, and she's busy sipping her coffee over there. I love it. Okay, and there's Jess as well. Okay, we're gonna start in Shavasana. If you have yoga blocks, have them. If you do not, you do not need them. But we're gonna go with some challenging, some kind of more hip and back openers this morning. Lots of beautiful things. Okay, happy Tuesday. Let's start down on our backs on your mat in Shavasana. Again, you can take up as much space or as little space as you need to, okay? So you can take your heels nice and wide. You can take those arms nice and wide. And then I want you to just connect with the body using your breath. So breathing into the places that might need that extra space this morning. Maybe you were in a lounge chair all long weekend. Maybe you were busy moving around all weekend and you just need some stillness. So you are taking, beautiful thing about yoga, you take what you need, starting on that back, palms facing up to receive any good energy that you might need today. If you are looking for slowing down and grounding, just take those palms and turn them to face down. Okay, so connecting to your breath. Just taking a few slow cycles of inhales and exhales, noticing how the body is feeling for you, the physical body and the mental space. Starting of a new block coming up, we're in a new month, September into the fall, new season, all the things of new. Let's take one more big breath in together through the nose and hold it at the top of your breath. So big expansion into those ribs. Holding it at the top and then parting those lips, big sigh out. We'll do that one more time. Big breath in. Feel the expansion of the belly. Feel the expansion of the side ribs. Holding it at the top. Part the lips and a big sigh out. Nice job. Slowly, we're going to bend in one leg and then the other. And then hugging those knees in towards your chest, taking the hands towards those shins. Maybe just a little rock from side to side. Maybe it feels better to just come into a nice little tight ball, releasing anything in that low back. And then from there, we're going to stack those knees on top of the hips. So we're going to get the core fired up here this morning. So knees stacked on top of those hips. Arms are going to reach up towards sky ceiling, palms facing in. Option here, you can leave your head rested or lift it off of the mat for a little bit more challenge. Take a nice big breath in, reach your right arm up overhead and extend that left leg out. Pressing that low back. That's your inhale. Exhale, draw that back in. Other side, left arm or right leg. Inhale, reach. Exhale to draw it in. Good, keep that going, alternating opposite side, opposite arm, opposite leg. Inhale to reach, extend. Exhale to pull in, making sure that low back stays grounded as you reach and extend. Exhale, draw in. We're going to do one more per side. Inhale, reach. Exhale to draw in. Last one here. Inhale, reach. Exhale to draw in. Lower the head down if it was lifted. Take the hands towards those shins one more time. Give yourself a little rock from left to right. We'll lower the left foot down, keeping the left leg bent. Extend your right leg up. It doesn't have to be straight. Take your hands by your side. Press into a nice little single side bridge here. Okay, so pressing into the left foot. Arms can be extended out or elbows by your side, palms facing in. You choose. We're just going to fire up that glute a little bit here. Adding in a little bit of movement into the right leg or option to stay in stillness. Lower the right leg down to hover. Keep pressing through the left foot. Inhale to bring that leg back up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. One more time. Exhale, lower. Good. Good. Inhale to come back up. Lower the hips towards the floor, the back and the hips. Cross your right ankle above the left knee. Open that right knee up, lift off the left foot, coming into your figure four stretch here. Taking those hands in behind. Oh, that feels so good for the glutes. In behind the left hamstring, or if it feels better to just take the hand towards the knee and the foot, those are your options. Breathing into that right hip and glute, thinking of right knee, opening away from that body, flexing in through both feet, driving the left knee in. Take a big breath in here. Exhale. Lift head, neck, and shoulders, squeezing chest towards shin. Take another inhale there. Next job, lower that all down. Take your feet nice and wide and windshield the wipers. Windshield wiper the knees from right to left. Nice and slow, just feeling through those hips and low back. We'll restack those knees above the hips one more time. Arms are going to reach up once again. Another little set of those little extensions of the legs and arms, lifting head, neck, and shoulders if that feels good for you. Big breath in, right arm reaches overhead, left leg lowers. Exhale to bring it in. A little bit of core work here this morning. Inhale, other side. Extend, exhale, pull in. Option is to leave that head and neck rested. Just make sure the low back is pressing into your mat. Big breath in, reach. Exhale to draw in. We have two more. Keep going. Big breath in. Exhale. Last one here. Big breath in. Exhale in. Nice job. Right foot lowers towards your mat. Left leg extends. Arms by your side. Press through that right foot, lifting those hips off of the floor. Now make sure that you have a slight tuck of that tailbone. Thinking of that right glute activating, pressing into that right foot. Take a nice big breath in here. Option to stay. Exhale to lower the left heel towards floor hover. Inhale to pull the leg back up. Two more. Exhale, lower. Inhale to push. Last one. Exhale, hover. Inhale to bring it back up. Good. Crossing that left ankle now over the right knee, lower the hips, go back towards the floor. Lift off the right foot. Figure four for this side. Holy moly. Okay. Glutes and hips are tight over here. Maybe you are with me. We want to think of that left knee opening away from that body as the right knee drives in towards the body, breathing into that hip and glute for 3. Big inhale, exhale for 2. And for 1, lift head, neck, and shoulders. Chest comes in towards that shin, big squeeze there. Nice job. Releasing that down, taking those feet wide one more time, windshield wiping the knees from right to left a couple more times. And then we'll hug those knees back in towards your chest. Take the hands this time in behind those legs. Give yourself a couple of rocks along that spine, making your way up to a nice seated position. Okay, come on up, come on up. You can keep your eyes closed here if you like. You can also open them. We're gonna take a nice big breath in once you are comfortable. Reach the arms all the way up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, turn and twist to your right. Left hand comes towards the right knee, right arm comes in behind. Taking that gaze over to the right side. It doesn't have to be over that shoulder, or maybe it does for you. Take it to where it feels good. Taking one more big breath in. And exhale. Good. Inhaling the arms to come back up overhead, reach. Exhale, turn and twist to your left. This time, right hand hooks, left hand comes in behind, twisting to the left. Once again, don't force that twist. Just turn, twist to what feels good for you. Take one more big breath in there. Nice job coming back in through center. This time, we're gonna take those hands towards one another, backs of the hands, thumbs to face down. Now round through your spine, tuck your chin towards your chest. Take a big breath in. Rotate the palms to come up, open chest. Lift your gaze all the way up. Squeezing shoulder blades to spine. Exhale to return to that starting position. Round, thumbs face down, palms out. In breath, open it all up. Getting into the spine here. Oh, getting into the shoulders. Exhale to return. We'll do that one more time. Big breath in, open it all up. Lifting that chest, lifting that gaze, squeezing the back body, and then exhale to return to that rounded position last time. Good. Take those hands towards heart center. Taking a pause here. It feels better to just naturally take the hands towards the knees. Close your eyes, sit nice and tall, drop your chin 1 inch towards your chest. Set a little intention for yourself for today, for your practice. practice for your week ahead, for your month ahead, for the season ahead. Take one more big breath in. And when you are ready, you can make your way into tabletop. Okay, let's start into some cat and cows, continuing on getting into the back, into the pelvis. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Maybe this morning it feels good to turn the hands outwards, or maybe it feels good to turn them inwards or neutral. Your choice. Take a big breath in, lift your tail, lift your gaze. Exhale to tuck and round. I want you to think of pelvis, low back, mid back, and then really puff up those shoulders, drop your chin towards your chest. Closing the eyes here always is extra mindful, really connecting to the body here. Inhale to lift, exhale to tuck and round, thinking of what is happening as you transition from your cat and cow. We'll do one more series here. Big breath in. Lifting that gaze, lifting that tail slowly here, and then returning into one more angry cat. But we're not angry, we're just gonna look like an angry cat. Returning to your neutral spine when you are ready. Let's reach that right arm forward, up overhead, extend your left leg back behind you. Now don't lift that heel up so much that you dump into that low back. We want it right into the hip, and then I want you to think of pulling the belly button up, so we don't have that arch through the spine. So really engage through that core. Take another big breath in right here. Exhale that elbow towards the knee, round through your spine. Inhale, kick and reach. Exhale, elbow towards knee. One more time here, big breath in, kick and reach. Exhale to round, and we're gonna hold that elbow towards the knee. We're gonna think of pushing into that left hand, really drive up through that core for 3, for 2, and for 1. Extend and reach one more time. Exhale, lower the right hand down, left knee down, bring those knees to touch, and then take the hips back towards the heel, walk those hands forward to a nice child's pose. I want you to take 2 cycles of breath into your low back. So really breathe into that back body here. Feeling that expansion. Connecting to the breath. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Making your way back up to your tabletop, getting yourself set there. Again, spreading those fingers wide, choosing a position for those hands. Left arm is gonna reach forward, right heel kicks back. Okay, extending through that heel as much as you can and extending through the left fingertips here. Take one big breath in. Exhale, elbow towards knee, rounding through that spine. Oh, so good. Again, you can close your eyes here if that feels good. Exhale to round, moving at your own breath pace. We're gonna do one more, big extension, reach and kick. Exhale to drive it in, hold elbow towards knee, round through that back body, press into that right hand a little bit harder, breathe for 3, for 2, and for 1. Kick and reach one more time, inhale. Exhale, lower the hand down, lower the knee down, take the knees wider this time, toes to touch hips, come back into a child's pose. Walk those hands far forward, pressing the hips back. Again, breathing now into the belly and the back. Feeling that expansion. One more time, big breath in. Nice job. Making your way back up slowly to tabletop, tucking those toes once you are there, lifting the hips up and back to your downward facing dog. I've got a little obstacle with me today. She wants to be right on my mat. Take a moment to pedal those feet out. Oh, getting into the ankles, the calves. And then I want you to think of coming up high onto the tippy toes and then pressing the heels down and back. Maybe getting into those shoulders a little bit more. Your feet can be together or hip distance apart or even wider if that feels good for you. All right. Oh, that feels so glorious this morning. Let's take an inhale and shift ourselves forward to plank. Shoulders come over the wrists. Option to modify is tap the knees down. And then inhale those hips right back up and back down dog. Exhale, forward. Plank. Good. Inhale, back to your down dog. Nice job. 2 more times there, shifting forward to plank. Firing up the core, firing up the shoulders, hitting the plank, option to lower the knees once you are there. One more time. Oh, that feels so good this morning. That down dog. Okay, everybody will meet you back in your down dog once you've completed that. Let's all come high on those tippy toes. Bend your knees, look to your hands, take a nice big hop, step or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins, flatten through your back, lengthen, exhale to release and fold. Good, we're gonna do that 2 more times. In breath, hands to shins, lengthen through that spine, exhale, release and fold. 1 more time, breath in. Oh, opening up that back body, feels so good this morning. Exhale to release, fold. This time we'll circle those arms all the way up to standing. Exhale those hands down towards heart center. Okay, we're gonna take a nice big step back with that right foot to come into our warrior 1 pose right away. Warrior 1. Stacking left knee on top of left ankle. I didn't say take a step back with the right, I believe. Little turn out of those toes. You are on separate tracks with those hips. Okay, inhale those arms all the way up. Exhale those arms to cactus. Squeezing shoulder blades. 2 more of those. Breath in, reach. Maybe sink a little bit deeper into that warrior 1. Exhale, elbows down and back. 1 more time, inhale. Exhale. Maybe stop, inhale the arms to come up. Exhale them down to heart center. Okay, we're gonna have a little challenge here. We're gonna try to go right from warrior 1 to tree pose. If you cannot, step your right foot in and then set yourself up. Try to come right up into your tree. Ooh, there we go. So remember those toes can be on the floor, underneath of that knee, and or above the knee. Not on the knee, please. Balance and hold here. Think of that hip in the right side. What's happening? Can we open up that knee a little bit more? Maybe not, because you might get a little cramp. Make sure you're not dumping into that left hip. Make sure you're nice and long, tall, pull up the belly button, and we'll flow with those arms. Big breath in, circle them up overhead, exhale down towards heart center. 2 more. Big breath in, reach it up. Exhale, heart center. Ooh, balance mat. 1 more time, circle the arms. Exhale down, pausing in that position, maybe taking your gaze over your left shoulder. Give yourself a little balance challenge, or don't. Close your eyes maybe, or don't. You choose for 3, for 2, and for 1. Lower that right foot down, take a nice big sweep of those arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, release and forward fold. Good. Inhale, those hands towards the shins, lengthen. Exhale, plank the hands down, step it back to your plank pose. Pause in your plank. Remember, in our plank always, option to be down on those knees if you need it. Otherwise, squeezing through the quads, glutes, core, everything. Push through those hands a little bit harder. Take 1 more big breath in. Exhale down, option to be on those knees, chaturanga. Hug the elbows in towards the side body. Untuck those toes. In breath, upward dog, baby cobra. You choose. Exhale back. Downward facing dog. Nice job, everybody. Okay, let's come high on those tippy toes again. Exhale, big step forward to the front of your mat. In breath, hands towards shins, lengthen and flatten through the back. Exhale, release and fold. In breath, circle sweep those arms all the way up to standing. Exhale those hands to heart center, big step back with the left foot, setting yourself up. Warrior 1, other side. Right knee is over those toes. We want to think of a nice forward lunge. Remember that back foot's not turned out, it's at a 45. Separate tracks. All right, let's reach those arms all the way up. Big breath in. Exhale, elbows down, cactus. 2 more, big breath in, reach it up. Big breath in, exhale down. Last one here, inhale. Exhale. Oh, I don't know why, it just feels extra good this morning. Hands towards heart center. You ready? Step that left foot in right into your tree if you can. Otherwise, option to take your time, setting yourself up to come into that balance pose. All right, balancing. Maybe this side's better. Oh, maybe it's worse. Let's take a sweep of those arms all the way up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, heart center. You can also challenge yourself here to do the flow of the arms with the eyes closed. If this seems easy for you, exhale to heart center. Take your time with your breath and with your movement. 1 more time, sweep of the arms. Exhale to heart center. Options here, stay as you are. Options to close the eyes. Maybe the option is to take the gaze over to your right side. Breathing for 3. Pressing into that whole sole of your right foot. For 2. And for 1, release the left leg down. Take a nice big sweep of those arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, release and forward fold over those legs. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands down, step or hop back into your plank. Pause in that plank. Strong plank position here. Option to be on the knees if you need it. Take a big breath in, squeeze. Chaturanga, lower down, halfway. Untuck those toes, inhale, upward dog or baby cobra. You choose, exhale. Back, downward facing dog. Nice job, everybody. Okay, let's inhale. Left leg, nice and high. Three-legged dog here, pointing through that toe. We'll sweep that leg forward and through, planting it in between those hands. Pivot on your back foot to warrior two. Come on up. All right, sinking nice and deep into that left knee. That feels so good. Breathing here for 3. Sink nice and deep into that left knee as much as you can. Reach the arm, shoulders stacked over the hips. That tail for 2. And for 1. Okay, let's straighten through that front left leg. Push the right hip back, reach the left fingertips forward, coming into triangle here. So left hand comes down. If you have a yoga block, great place to use that. You can have that on the inside of the left foot. Option to have the hand on the leg if that feels good. Don't walk out that left knee though. Have a nice little soft bend. Keep reaching that right arm up here. We breathe and hold for 3. For 2. And for 1, sink back into that left knee, coming back up to your warrior 2. Cartwheel those arms, pivot around on that right foot, coming back into your high plank. Nice job. Okay, press the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Right leg sweeps nice and high. Pointing through those toes, big sweep of that right leg, bringing that leg forward and through, planting the right foot down, pivot the back left foot, coming up to warrior 2, right side. Little warrior 2, strong right leg, sinking deep. Tuck that tail just ever so slightly. Keep those arms parallel. Take 1 more big breath in right there. Exhale. Straighten that front right leg. Reach the right arm forward. Come on down to your pyramid, or not pyramid, sorry. Triangle pose. Oh my gosh, all of the things. Option to use that block. Keeping that left arm extended up. Take 1 more big breath there. Sinking back right into that right knee, coming back up to your warrior 2 for 1 breath. Cartwheel those arms again, pivot on the back left. Right foot steps back to meet the left high plank. This time we flow. Option to lower those knees, chaturanga. In breath, upward dog, baby cobra. Exhale it back, downward facing dog. All right, right away we're gonna come high on those toes, bend the knees, look to the hands. Take a nice big step forward. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, release and fold. In breath, circle sweep those arms all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands down towards heart center. Okay, we're gonna take a step back, right foot, let's go right foot first. Right foot first. So similar to your warrior 1 stance, except we're gonna straighten through that front leg because now we are coming into pyramid. What I called triangle, it's pyramid. This time, pyramid. Straighten through that front leg. Hands towards hips here. If you feel like you have anything going on that low back, keep your hands here. Otherwise, hands to heart center is perfect. Take a nice big breath in, thinking of lengthening through the spine. Exhale to come forward. We're only going to come to flat back at max here. Soft bend for that knee. Inhale to come up slightly. Exhale to fold. Good. In breath to come up slightly. We're staying in that hinged position. Exhale to fold. 1 more time here. You should feel a beautiful stretch through the front of the left leg. Exhale to fold. Good. Inhale to come all the way back up. We're going to do a softer bend into that left leg to come into our warrior 3 pose. Balancing here. Pressing into that right leg as much as you can. Balancing on the left. If you need to take the right toes down as a little kickstand option to help with balance, no problem. We're going to sweep those arms out to a T, palms facing down. Then you're going to wrap yourself and give yourself a nice hug. Exhale. Do that 2 more times. Big breath in, open the arms up, squeeze shoulder blades to spine, palms down. Exhale to wrap and hug. 1 more time. Big breath in. Wrap and hug. Keep your arms in that nice hug position. See if your fingertips can touch your shoulders. All right, and then come all the way up to single leg Tadasana. Your arms are hugged. Yes, nice job, everybody. A little balance here. Okay, option here, you can come right into eagle arms or leave your hands as they are. Cross your right leg over your left to come into eagle legs. Option to wrap that foot around the left leg if you have that option. Lift your elbows up a little bit higher if you can. Taking 2 more cycles of breath here. Breathing for 3. For 2. You're gonna uncross everything. Inhale the arms to come all the way up overhead. Oh, that feels good. Exhale, release, and forward fold there. Inhale those hands to shins, lengthen through the back body. Exhale, plant the hands down, step it back, plank, pose. Oh, okay, take a big breath in on that plank, lots of grunts and groans. Option to lower those knees, chaturanga. Elbows slide by those ribs. Inhale, upward dog or baby cobra. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Well done, everybody. All right, let's come high on those tippy toes once again. Bend through those knees, take a nice big step forward or hop or jump to the front of your space. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen. Exhale, release and fold. Inhale, circle those arms all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands down towards heart center. Pause there, take a big step back. Left foot comes back. We lengthen and straighten through the front side this time. So soft bend, don't walk out. Little soft bend there. All right, option to take those hands towards the hips if that feels better for you, or hands to heart center. Take a big breath in, lengthen first. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Feeling that beautiful length in through the back of the right leg. Inhale to halfway lift, exhale to fold. We've got 2 more of those. Inhale. Exhale. Nice and slow. 1 more time. Big breath in. Exhale. On your next breath in, come all the way up to standing. Taking those hands to heart center if they were on your hips, bending into that right knee now, taking off the left foot to come into the other side, warrior 3. Flexing through those left toes at the back. We'll take a big sweep of those arms. Open it up, palms down, exhale. Give yourself a wrap and hug. Okay, we got 2 more of those. In breath, open it up. Good, exhale, give yourself that nice hug. Wrapping those hands. 1 more time, big breath in, open it all up. Rapid hug, hold, driving that left knee to come all the way back up, stand up, balance. Walk those fingers, wiggle those fingers to give yourself that bigger hug. Option to go into eagle arms if that feels better for you. Wrap the left leg over that right knee, sit nice and low, eagle. Lifting those elbows up a little bit higher maybe for you. Squeezing those inner thighs together, maybe wrapping that left foot around the right leg. Take 1 more big breath in right there. Oh, exhale. In breath, release all of that standing up. Exhale. Oh. Forward fold. Nice job, everybody. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen. Exhale, plant those hands down. Step back to your plank. Take a nice big breath in on that plank. Option to lower those knees if you need it. Chaturanga. In breath, upward dog or baby cobra. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Okay, we're gonna take those feet wide this time at the back of your mat. Shoulder distance or wider. You're gonna slowly walk those hands back and get those hips nice and low coming into your Malasana pose, deep squat. Elbows towards the inside of the knees, hands towards prayer. Hands to prayer, not towards, to prayer. Okay, so our beautiful, nice deep squat here, toes turned out, elbows driving into those knees. And I want you to think of not rounding. I want you to think you're just pulling yourself out of that squat, the chest, the shoulders. Just getting comfortable here. Maybe it's not comfortable for some of you. If you have a yoga block, you can also use that as a bit of support for those hips. Taking 1 more big breath in here. Take those hands down and walk forward and out into your plank pose. All right, so we're all in plank. We're gonna walk those tippy toes now to meet the hands. So get your hips nice and high. Walk your toes in as much as you can. You might have to come up onto those fingertips, no problem. Take a nice breath in, hands to shins, lengthen. Exhale, release and fold. Drop your hands back down to your mat. Tippy toe those feet back out, back into your plank. All the way, walking it back to your plank. Hit your plank, take your feet wide 1 more time. Walk your hands back to meet your feet at the back of your space. Hit your Malasana pose 1 more time. Elbows to the inside of those knees, hands to prayer. Okay, so if you haven't watched the Netflix special, Live to 100, Malasana is gonna appear many more times for us in our practices, okay? And you'll know why if you watch it, and if you don't, message me and I'll explain. Okay, take one more breath in your Balasana. Nice job, everybody. Walk those hands out to your plank last time here. Once you've hit your plank, take your feet to your normal distance apart in your plank. Take a nice big breath in there. Option to lower those knees, chaturanga. In breath, upward dog, baby cobra. Exhale it back to a wide child's pose. Okay, so drop those knees down, take the hips back. So good. We're gonna finish with doing a nice pigeon pose for both sides. Your option is also to do 90-90 legs. I will demonstrate both. Shift yourself forward to your tabletop. Tug your toes, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. We're gonna start. Left side is gonna sweep up, left leg, nice and high, three-legged dog, and then drop that heel over. So you're gonna come into your open hip, three-legged dog. So that left knee is nice and high. Taking one more cycle of breath just here, opening that hip, and then bringing that left knee now forward towards the left wrist, lower the left shin down, untuck those right toes at the back, maybe wiggling them back, and then untucking. Okay, so if you are going into pigeon, you are here. Come high on the fingertips first, please lengthen through your back body. And then exhale, making your way down to forearms, straight arms, your choice. If pigeon's not comfortable for you, take yourself into 90-90 legs and forward fold over. Oh, that feels extra good. Forward fold over that left leg. We're gonna hang out here for about 30 more seconds, everybody. So just trying to find something that feels good for that left hip, the left glute, the low back. Where can we add more space? So by space, I mean breathing into exactly how we started, those tight, maybe tight tension spaces in through the body. Here, for most of us, hips and glutes, low back can be quite tight. Just using that breath to work through it, taking one more cycle wherever you are, pigeon or 90-90. Making your way up slowly back up into your hands. Oh, so good. Okay, if you're in 90-90, you're just gonna make your way to a downward facing dog. If you are in pigeon, tuck your right toes at the back, lift your right knee in slightly, wiggle the left foot out, back and around, correcting into that left heel. Nice job, everybody. Wiggle that a couple times, and then we're gonna all make our way into down dog. We'll do the other side to finish this morning. Hips up and back, downward dog, enjoy that. Lift the right leg high this time, open that hip, bending through that leg, letting that right heel fall back, lifting that right knee nice and high, taking one more cycle of breath there. And then shifting yourself forward to plank, right knee towards right wrist. Okay, lowering the right shin down, untucking those back left toes at the back, lowering the left knee down. Option for that 90-90 shape. Once again, take a big breath in if you're in pigeon, lengthen first. And then lowering yourself down. Okay, 90-90 legs are a great place to be here. We're just trying to work into hip and glute and low back. A few cycles of breath just as we are, calming the mind, calming the body, choosing which variation feels the best for you this morning. Big inhale, big exhale. I could stay like this for about 5 more minutes. All of the joys. Let's take one more breath in together here. Amazing job. Whatever shape you are in, you can repeat as the same side, so making your way up onto those hands. If you're 90-90, make your way to your down dog. Left toes tuck at the back if you're in pigeon, lift the left knee forward, wiggle the right foot up and around and back, pressing into that heel. And we'll all meet in our down dog when you are ready. All right, hips up and back. Last down dog of the day. Okay, or maybe not. Maybe you're gonna do another one later on. Let's shift ourselves forward through to tabletop. We'll swing those legs around to the front of your mat. Let's make a nice V shape. So take those heels nice and wide towards the front. Flex through those toes as much as you can. Take a nice sweep of those arms. Sit nice and tall, arms up overhead, and then exhale those arms to parallel, palms to face in. All right, now we're gonna lose that beautiful leg. We're gonna tuck the tail under. We're gonna roll ourselves down as slowly as you can. You might have to wiggle yourself forward. Keep reaching those arms, rounding as much as you can through the spine, going slow, 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 making your way all the way down to your mat. You can take whatever variation of Shavasana you want. Maybe the arms come up overhead. Maybe they come out to the side. Maybe there's still something that your body's craving. Maybe you want to do a bridge. Maybe you want to do happy baby. Maybe you want to do a shoulder stand. Maybe you're like, nope, I'm good, and I'm in my Shavasana. Closing those eyes, connecting back to the breath. So if you found the heart rate maybe got up to moderate pace, just connecting back to the breath. Relaxing the face, all of the muscles in the face, the jaw, check in with your jaw, unclench it, shoulders and chest. Feeling the belly rise and fall with those deep inhales and exhales. And as you stay in your Shavasana, I'm going to share a little message, as always, to carry on through your day, also through the month of September. It's a September message. Okay, I hope September is a month of serenity with a dash of wild magic, that it's filled with enchanting moments that take your breath away, days that remind you that everything is going to be okay, nights that revitalize your spirit. I hope September is a month of new hope, bold choices, and daring adventures, that it gently reminds you of what you have to lose if you continue to settle your life you don't desire. And I hope this month ignites something in your soul. Love September. It's a beautiful month. We'll take one more breath, in as you are. Don't move, just enjoy it. From wherever you are, we'll slide the ankles to touch in the center of your space. Inhale your arms all the way up overhead to that long body stretch. Lengthening through the entire body as long as you can. Fingertips to toes. Inhale. And then choosing a side to roll over onto, leaving that bottom arm as a little cushion for the head. Coming into your nice fetal shape here. Close your eyes for a moment. Maybe resonating with that message of September. Maybe coming back to your own intention you set at the beginning of class. Taking one more breath as you are. And then slowly using that front hand to press yourself up to make your way into a seated position one more time. We'll take one last big, beautiful breath in together this morning. Inhale, the arms come all the way up overhead. Exhale those hands down to heart center. Namaste, everybody. Amazing, amazing job. So good. That was so needed this morning. Just some gentle things, some little balance challenges in there. I hope you guys all enjoyed that. Good to see some of your faces again. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Thursday, we have lower body hit, so complete opposite vibes of today. Bye, everyone. Have an awesome day.